Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are at the second Unveillance Project. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look today at the present, the part that I have been dying to get to. And that too, with the main question, where is Educate Life today? So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that I did to bring it to everyone's attention was that I sent out a tweet that I'm going to be presenting everyone a summer of sessions. And, that's because I didn't do a lot of videos. I might have done some videos here and there, but I didn't do a lot. To kick it off, let's look at some current statistics and updates. Alright, so we're going to look at since the time the YouTube channel started till now, recently. And let's get started. So here we see a map that YouTube provided me. It's a great map. We can see, and we can see that America has really just blown me away. 337 views, which is way more than I had expected and last observed. Now, if we look at Mexico, 7 views. Bolivia with 1 view. Brazil with 2 views. Canada with 9 views. The United Kingdom with 8 views, so still as the same as before. Norway with 2 views. Sweden with 12 views. Finland with 2 views. Portugal with 2 views. Spain with 2 views. Germany with 6 views. Poland with 1 view. Belarus with 1 view. Russia with 2 views. Turkey with 5, so the same as before. Saudi Arabia with 1 view. Egypt with 1 view. Nigeria with 1 view. India with 6 views. Thailand with 3 views. So we're going to see some improvement in video watching, I guess. Malaysia with 3 views. Australia with 6 views. Papua New Guinea with 1 view. And New Zealand with 1 view. So a little bit of consistency, a little bit of growth, but not bad. So the top 5 countries we see still are the United States, Sweden, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Mexico. Now lastly, if you see, or if you saw in the last session, that Canada was number 4 and United Kingdom was number 3. Well, here the tables have turned. So that's really interesting. That brings in a total of 433 views, my friends. 433 views. And not only is it that, it's 362 minutes watched. So that, to me, is massive growth. And even though if it might be 1 or 2%, it still is massive enough for me because I would just love getting my videos across. And that brings us down to 65 videos created as of today. Now, this is not including my summer obsession videos. So hopefully it'll be an add-on of growth to that. And so I want to give a special thanks to YouTube, because without YouTube, it would not be possible. And I've mentioned this in the first session already. But yes, YouTube is the main reason why the website and all these videos can get across to you. So without a doubt, YouTube, you get a lot of the credit. Not just 1%, not even 100%, but more than 100%. I also want to say a special thanks to partners like Quizlet, ThingLink, OneDrive, and Keynote and Tumblr and iMovie. And you're about to see something really special that I've done with Tumblr. Hint, hint, hint. The secret project. It's one of the secret projects. So today, guys, I lay before you the future foundation of Educate Life 101. And this starts off with a new wealth of resources. Now, the first resource is episodes in U.S. history. And actually, we're going to go see the live demo to it. So here's what it is. It is, first of all, my own website regarding U.S. history. And it has, a little bit of information on the things I've done. And so, if we look at, like, American imperialism, for example, you're going to see thing links, just move your cursor, see some interesting things, and this is all coming out from the American perspective, and you can sort of see, American history, and I have been really excited about sharing this resource with you. To me, it has been 1 year of hard work, and I personally, have worked on it as much as I can. In the starting of the school year, we were supposed to do this final project for U.S. history, but it never ever got to be a final project because we never had time to update things. But for me, I took on this and I was like, okay, you know what? I'll add more sources and things I come across, as I, progress farther in my studies. Now, let's get to the next resource. All right. The next resource is Tumblr. Yes, guys. Tumblr. Can you believe it? So, let's take a look into this. Now, Tumblr is a very interesting thing to me. So, let's get it started. Now, Tumblr, you can see all the latest technology things that have been happening or that are happening, and I've tried to, keep a variety of articles on my Tumblr, but it looks like the direction it's heading to is none other than technology. So, guys, it's a really interesting thing. I thought, I'll have a bunch of articles on here and, have lots of other things, but it's taken the road and course of technology. And, sometimes that happens. Now, let's get to some evident facts and stuff. So, if we look at Tumblr, you're going to see daily stories, which now is technology. You're going to see some Tumblr achievements that I've posted on there. You're going to see, and you can't really see this, but it's a fun way to, sort of learn what's going out and around the world, and you sort of get links to new resources and news. And so, it does come to this one question. Does Tumblr replace Twitter? Now, you might be saying, well, Tech Guru is expanding, but, in the direction of social networking. So let's take a look. First of all, the answer is a big no. And that is because Tumblr has interesting stories and instant links I might share. But in terms of Twitter, you sort of see this. You see YouTube video sharing and you see updates, and links here and there. But not a lot of links I've tried to keep. Now, if we look at all three together, the website, the Twitter, and the Tumblr. Wow, I went backwards. But okay, if we look at all three, then we see that there's a contrast going on with the Twitter and the website with YouTube videos and the updates. However, other site-related matter just stays on the site. It won't go to Twitter or Tumblr. And whereas Tumblr, when it comes in, if we look at it and consider that asset, it's a different thing because Tumblr has instant stories and instant link sharing, like you saw in the previous slide. So now, without further ado, I introduce you today to the Educate Life 101 app. Yes, guys, the Educate Life 101 app. So the first thing we're going to start it off with is Tech Guru Source Connect. Now this is my own little hint, word per word, UI I've created, and it's a pretty simple UI, not complicated. And this is how it looks like. So you sort of see social networking. You can get to Tumblr, see whatever, how to connect with me on Tumblr, and navigate your way to Tumblr and this from the social networking thing. You can even click on or tap on Tumblr, and you can sort of see the latest Tumblr feed. Now with a website, you sort of see Educate Life 101, and you get to see the episodes in US history button, and you just tap, you're there. So it's pretty easy. And you see the app verification stuff with credits and licenses. So that is Tech Guru Source Connect. Because the first thing I wanted to do is I was like, oh, okay, well, I could have a bunch of buttons, but that to me just sounded a little absurd, and I wanted to have a nice, presentable way to navigate and maneuver in to wherever you want on the app, on any of my resources through the app as well. So this was the solution that I came up with. And now, I was going to have this beautiful wallpaper in the back, but I thought it would look a little too odd and fancy because, here you're sort of seeing a picture in the background and you're going to see a little bit of white. So I'm going to stick with what I had designed for the beta originally. But in the future, I will have something like this coming out where you'll have pictures moving and switching, as you're on the interface. So that includes episodes in US history, Twitter. It has internal improvements made in it. It has Tumblr. It has refresh buttons. Yes. Now I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but with refresh buttons, but that you'll see for yourself in the release. It has app messages, so that you'll see the first thing when you pop the app open. And it has a new icon, and it supports all Android OS, which I discovered at a very late moment. So, yes, for all those people who wondered, does it support my Android? Does it support my Android? It supports all Android. And so, with this, it comes to a new version. So, this is the best I could come up with. 1.5. Yeah! Sorry, guys. It is version 2.0 with Twitter, episodes in US history, Tumblr, internal improvements, app messages, refresh buttons, a new icon, and it supports all Android OS. Yes, guys, that is version 2.0. And it is available today. In fact, speaking of being available today, let's go back to Safari. Because I'm going to go ahead and push the save button now. That's right, now. The link is up and ready to go. And it is on my watch, 12/10 of June the 1st. So here it is, guys. And it is now available. Keeping that within mind, there are some problems that exist, which are the previous problems. Twitter integration has a little bit of a problem because if you sort of follow me and log in and everything, you have to reinstall the app again. And the solution is that the website address would still be what you want to use, if the app is not what you prefer. But it's still good, to check things I have been doing. And with this, guys, I conclude my presentation. It has been a great session to show you today on what I've done. And I really hope you get to check out some of the resources and you really are enjoying the second, Unveillance Project for sure, but you're also enjoying the summer of sessions. Now, this Monday, I will be releasing you footage of dissections I did with a partner. And so it's going to be a really exciting thing. If you guys are really grossed out by some things, I suggest you not watch it if you are grossed out. But guys, it is something you get to do a little later in your studies. So please do at least try to look at it for me, okay? And pretty much this concludes the session. So thank you guys.